going on? I'm Donkeytron. This is Full Heel Podcast, and we are live on the eve of Thanksgiving. So this is HeelZGiving. That's what I'm fucking calling it. I don't care what you fucking think. Let me tell you something, brother. This is Full HeelZGiving, brother.
And I want to be on camera.
I got Rewrites and Red Ribbon Army here. What's up, guys?
Yo, what's good? What's good?
We got
It's basically
Toucan, Smoke Frog. We got Frank Mysterio, and from the Red Ribbon Army, Red Mathis.
Is that my fucking name, son?
So what is your name?
Red Matthews. It's Red Matthews.
I feel like that's fit perfectly because that was actually my granddad's actual name.
It's at Red Matthews at Sun Glowhan.
No, it's not at any of those.
At
Just
what?
do the handle.
It's Dead 7 Caesar?
Yeah.
What it is, what it isn't.
VII.
At what after that? At Caesar? Keep going down.
Say
After
sorry.
that.
So this might be a little bit of a shit show just because I've been drinking and I'm like 3 drinks in.
Oh, we've all been drinking now.
How many drinks am I in here? Like 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 3 drinks in.
Powerful.
So
Powerful drinks.
I'm gonna try to keep this from being a shit show, but
Over like 8 drinks, 9 drinks.
yeah, you've been going strong.
And a couple side beers.
Yeah, some side
I haven't in the side beers has made an appearance.
Oh, yeah. And on the sidelines, we got Jamie the Jobber, Johnny the Body, and we got Nero, my manager on the side over here, the Jim Cornette of the Full Heel Podcast, the Bobby the Brain Heenan,
We should get
The
him a
manager.
real cornet.
the real Cornette.
Paul Heyman.
Yeah, the mouthpiece, not so much, because I'm kind of the mouthpiece. I'm the host or whatever.
You're the whole damn show.
But so this is HeelZGiving. Had you guys over because I want to thank you guys for helping me out with the podcast, being on all the time, helping me shoot the shit with fights and wrestling and shit like that. And that's about it.
Sounds like a good plan.
It's over.
I think we had a good time.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure just to coming out here, you know.
Yeah, I hit you up all last minute though. I need to hit you up more. I just
I mean,
it's just you don't watch fights and you don't watch WWE that much, so I didn't think you would enjoy it that
but
much.
like I like to see it. I like to see it like you know I'm the common man, like ignorant, like fool, you know, coming into like the UFC and like you know
I can vouch for
this is what I think, and then you know you guys bounce out like your own like
He's the Morty.
yeah.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Talking about Rick James.
But it's always pretty dope for me to like observe those fights, and then like you know get like a higher perspective
Of the
and
fights?
and the observations that you guys give out.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
You guys got any shows coming up?
It's funny that you say that.
I think we might be done for the year.
I don't know. Possibly. But
They're done.
this last weekend we played a show that we didn't play.
That was the first.
What?
That was super interesting.
That's hilarious.
Wait, I'm high. I don't know what that means.
So
Yeah.
we played a show in the middle of shit nowhere,
Yeah.
and we had to sell tickets. We didn't really sell tickets.
So it's like,
So the band who was like putting it together, when we told them we didn't really sell tickets, was like not really feeling the fact that we didn't really sell
Yeah.
tickets. So we were later on in the bill, and we're like, hey, since you guys didn't sell
Fuck off.
any tickets, and we're trying to leave, you're under no obligation to play. So we got out there, and they were basically like, yeah, so you
Fuck
must
off.
play.
So you guys didn't play?
No,
That sucks.
yeah.
Yeah, we're also missing some stuff like cables and whatnot.
It just was, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
It
Shit
was
happens.
in fucking Darien, Illinois, which
was
is far.
weird.
So even like loyal followers and people who would wanted to go, like,
Yeah.
haven't been able to make it out there
Yeah.
on a Sunday.
It's so sad to hear on this podcast right now. It makes that sound terrible.
But it was an experience.
Hey, yeah, you live, you learn. You gotta learn from your.
You know what? It really brings up.
I don't think
like,
these
like a
niggas
really
learn from that, though.
brings up a really good topic about
We got to hang out,
We'll
about
see
the
how
fact
we
that
move on from this. We'll see if
eat
we
some
learn.
nachos, play some
Nachos
giant
was
Jenga.
Man, I know the
I caught it. I caught the Jenga before it fell.
Giant Jenga, you guys had those giant pieces.
It was a pretty cool bar, man, which is a
Yeah, it
shame,
was
but
nice.
Let's be real, Rafa. You brought us here to talk about Louis C.K.
Don't take it there.
You're taking it there already?
You're gonna take
it was
it into
eventually going to get there.
Dangerous direction.
You wild card bitches.
5 minutes.
Wild card.
Setting it off.
But we are all fans of Louis C.K. Well, yeah, I would.
I'm so a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
enjoyed
Yeah, sorry to speak
when
for
I
the whole
watched
group, but
it.
yeah.
Like, cause like you know how you guys are saying it's more of a feels like him admitting stuff, his jokes now when
Yeah.
you watch it. I'm like, I don't even remember his jokes well enough to be able to
Oh,
notice that.
dude. See, and
I
then I
have to go and
think
watch it again.
I think that's why that shit fucked me up the most.
Yeah.
Just because like I think about the Cosby thing as a black man, and I'm a like young nigga. Like, yeah, I fuck with Cosby. But Cosby been shitting on black youth for like the past 15 years. So I was all like, he could eat a dick anyway. For
Pull your
like a
pants
long
up there,
time.
man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Can't be
So I was
scared.
good off him. But Louis, man, I look up to a lot of comedians. And I look up to that nigga a lot.
Dude, Louis was in my top
genius.
3.
He was genius. And he had a lot of, like, I agreed with like half the shit he said.
What?
You know what I mean? And I resonated with a lot of them jerk off jokes.
Doesn't that make
so
you
that
nervous?
fuck you up, nigga. That was fucked me all the way up, son. About my existence, because that's when I realized what it was. Like, we as men have like a problem, like, but some other niggas got it more in check
It's
than others.
biology.
Remember, because I was gonna bring this up. We didn't talk about this, and thank God I can bring this up on here. Remember, he was bringing that up on a whole nother level. Because remember when he did his monologue on SNL? And he was talking about like how it goes in a sexual child molester's mind, and he was going into details how like that is fucked up and shit like
a
that.
Snickers or
Yeah,
something?
it was dark, but it was dark, but it was like real like it was an edgy joke that's like damn a nigga could take it there, but it was funny. Like I found it funny, like. But I find like dark jokes that like people won't say funny because he was talking about weird concepts about like how do you handle people who have like taboo sexual perversions and shit like that, right? And he was talking about like a child molester
still,
that
like,
he
treat
said,
them like people. And
yeah, and that was kind of telling about his whole shit. That's why I was just like,
sure.
damn, you know what I mean? Like, that tells me he like definitely contemplates it in his head. Like, he definitely has struggled with it. You know what I mean? But like, that's what I'm saying. When he apologized and said like, I felt like I didn't do anything wrong. He was telling you like, I really felt like I didn't do anything wrong because I asked these bitches.
It was a statement. It wasn't an apology.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah.
But I feel like you only say it wasn't an apology.
My bad.
Didn't he apologize in the very top of that shit? No?
No, he kind of just went.
He just admitted to
He
it.
said, I realized I affected them
I fucked up.
negatively. But he never was like, I
I
feel bad
fucked
about
up.
it.
Like something bad happened.
Yeah, that's the exact, yeah.
Something bad happened. I was around for it. And
I asked.
I asked though.
I asked though. At the very least. I asked though.
Basically like a regular Louis C.K. joke. I'm a shitty person, but you knew that, so.
He didn't take a bath with that bitch that one episode. Remember y'all niggas was talking about in that one episode, the bitch told him you don't even rape right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man, that shit is deep. That's
But here's the thing too, though, man. Like,
and I see a grinder.
if I invite someone over to my hotel room, isn't it such a different?
No, not in the professional world. And that's the problem.
That's the problem
because it
world.
is. No, but that's the problem because the entertainment professional world, those lines are blurred everywhere.
that's
just
the
how they operate, how they do things.
And
People are getting fucked up half the time.
And what I hate is it's like it's men, it's patriarchy. No, it's people with fucking power, dude. It's people with power that abuse
That's
this
only
shit.
because they didn't have no examples of bitches pulling this shit.
Oh, I have a ton of them.
Do you know?
Yeah, the teachers.
Oh.
No one wants to mention the teachers that are fucking yeah.
teachers,
What about
you're
them?
right.
Oh, they're not in a
You're
position
right,
of power.
you're
They're not
right,
teaching the
you're
kids.
right.
But no one says anything. Everyone wants to mention the patriarchy. It's all men.
You're right.
It's only men.
You're
No,
right.
it's
Even
not.
I didn't think
People
about that.
in the power.
I do want to bring this up though, and this is how I know like we have to look at that shit at a different level. Just because, not at a different level, we as men look at a different level. Cause I was thinking about how my little nigga from Stranger Things, right? That one older 26 bitch, hit him with the oh, I don't want to be creepy, but hit me up in like 3 years or some shit like that, right? And then he was all like, that was kind of fucked up, that was weird, and like the bitch apologized. And then I think about me at 15 hearing that, and I'm like, okay, yeah.
Holla.
Yeah, right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe at that age, but I do like. I can't identify as being like
what you're saying
a
is
young
years
kid.
you would have done that Rocky training.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, I would have hit her then. The fuck. No, but fucking, I can't identify with being like maybe a young nigga, and like. I guess like certain things where people say shit that over sexualizes you and you get kind of shy about it as like a young boy or some shit like that.
Do you think it's because like it's because like what's acceptable now?
What do you mean?
What are you saying?
Oh, come on, bro. We're live.
Oh, I'm saying like.
Did you just jump in the
Rafa, come on, save me.
What's happening here?
You gotta save it, man.
HeelZGiving
coming. Nah, my nigga's at that level where he does that shit, man. It gets frustrating.
All right, HeelZGiving. We've been drinking. I've been smoking. We've been eating pizza. It's HeelZGiving. So, like I said at the top of the show, it's gonna be a shit show.
He said,
don't purchase Sour Patch Kids tropical version.
Yeah, don't buy that shit. Sour
I feel
Patch
like
Tropical
most of our
tastes like
viewers
shit.
already knew
Stick
that.
to the
though.
watermelon. It's much better.
Johnny with the mistake over there on the candies. No, the other ones are on point. The sour Skittles. With those tropicals.
I once bought like 15 packs of strawberry blunts, guys. It gets better, alright?
Oh God!
I didn't know what I was doing.
You know, where's that?
Clearly.
Can we buy that bandana?
That pink is nice. Pinky. That pink.
Yeah, no, but
nice.
we're on CK, and I brought up the women teachers. They take advantage of these kids, and I would 100% love to be in that situation if I were a dude. Like,
I mean,
okay.
Now, in retrospect.
Yeah, like I would have loved it, but
I feel like it's easy to say that, right?
As a kid, I'd probably be super intimidated. I'd be like,
oh yeah,
what's going on here?
I'm still intimidated to this day
I probably would have told
by women.
Are you?
Not
The
so
same
not
way,
not not the same way.
Because like
Not the same way.
Like,
Nah,
at that age,
none of us are
everything's
just
so
because of
new.
what we know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I can actually even identify that as a kid, like just like having bitches say shit.
yeah,
It's
dude. I
like-
remember this one girl
I
told me
don't
she
know.
wanted to fuck me. I was just like, what the fuck? Like the first time I heard that, I was very afraid.
No, that's when I just
I
started
was like,
figuring.
I don't feel safe.
Which one?
That's
is
all
this?
the
Gonna
discussions
get
about
me
it
naked
though,
or
man.
some shit. This ain't right.
Come on, man. You can't pass me a bowl while I'm rolling a joint.
Making moves here. Making
Making
moves.
moves. Yeah, but I don't know where we were going with that whole Louis C.K. thing, but
The point is,
it's people with power, dude. It's
I remember
not,
that's what we were talking
it's
about.
not
We
the,
were all like, we
it's
want
not
to
the
do this.
patriarchy. It's people with power.
yeah,
anyone
you
with power
need
seems to-
education.
You
seems
can't
to abuse
ignore
it.
that there's a patriarchy imbalance in how power is distributed, though. See, that's the thing about it, though.
The thing is,
White
yeah,
males on the world, and then that's where the level of that's where we level
in
off
that
struggle.
industry though.
No. In
And
the
then,
world.
like, yeah,
that's where we level.
that's
That's where we
the
level off struggle.
taboo.
Then. Because
That's
then
like
it
the
goes.
taboo
Here's how it
of
goes.
how
It
it
goes
is now.
white. It goes white males, then white women, then black males, then everybody else in between, then black women. And as a black man, I kind of have to say that. But I don't know who you guys consider the bottom in American society as far as like when they're like regarded to, they're kind of just not regarded. Maybe the savage Indians.
Poor people.
Yeah, man, it is just
Yeah,
poor
the
people.
homo
But
dog.
like, I'm just saying how
The
like
wino.
I'm saying how it's like
Hey, but
this culturally categorized because it is all based on
But
money.
Frankie, people, homeless people seem to make minimum wage because they don't pay taxes and the shit they collect with the food that they get bought for them. Illegal immigrants are getting paid under minimum wage, so they're the ones that are getting fucked the most. The hardest working motherfuckers, I would say.
You the ones who want to make all the regulations for this, man. I'll beat your ass. I remember all
There's
the
people-
fucking podcasts we had. You know, like we have to discuss this wall.
Gotta
nigga.
keep
You
the
crazy?
illegals.
No, not even. Get out of here.
I
I was saying we couldn't let everyone in, but now I'm saying I've softened my views on it, man, because like it's
Call
really
your own people rapists, man.
there are rapists that coming in from Mexico, and there are narcos coming from Mexico. But the thing is, it's so hard
I don't think many Marcos come in. I think they stay there.
Yeah, but their
shit comes in.
Yeah, their shit comes in.
Yeah, they're trapping.
Yeah.
It's niggas who gangbang that work for them.
Capital trapping.
But I don't know where I was going with that.
Trying to make points.
It's a shit show, ladies and gentlemen. Let the J's roll.
Yeah, 3 drinks in. I don't know what I'm drinking.
This is America.
The finest scotch.
Yes, I'm not the only one who's fucked up.
Hey, this is like
we
my,
knew you were fucked.
It's just no one's as fucked up as
you're probably just the most fucked up.
We
To be,
keep
I'm saying, catch up.
to be fair.
I'm saying, catch up, catch up.
Catch up.
You're the one who fucking took a head start. What you talking about, man?
Oh, running heads.
It's fucking us, man. It's a marathon. Treating it like a goddamn.
He's like, we racing, catch up.
I love you, Mr. Leahy.
That Cuauhtemoc
Catch
Blanco
up.
10-step run-up.
It's a shitstorm.
What's up with you, Quadro?
Nothing.
Besides rolling that joint. Anything
That's it.
new? Nothing?
Yo, can we talk about
Talk to him, bro.
I mean,
Just talk to him.
on a not a similar but kind of
Talk.
nearby tangent with the whole thing you were talking about with Louis C.K.
Yeah, get us back on track.
Mental
baby.
health. Can we talk about mental health?
Oh, man.
I'm worried about Quadro's mental health.
Are you
It's all the
serious?
drugs.
man?
Is that a real?
There's a lot of vague references.
It's on
and
drugs.
a lot of-
It's
There's gonna be an intervention.
Wait.
I don't know, man. But the thing is that's
Not on HeelZGiving.
That's the thing. That's the thing,
Is
man.
this a
What's
real
the thing?
thing?
You use that term and it's kind of true.
Is this a real thing?
What's the thing?
Thing right now?
Mental health.
I got the 3-man
well,
tag
yeah.
team right here. The rewrites. My manager Nero over there.
Stable.
Yeah, the stable's in the house, bro.
The whole stable.
Yeah.
Eating the jobber.
I'm getting pretty fucked up.
Donkey kicks.
Donkey kicks
Oh shit! The fuck is wrong with you, Rocco? Stay with me! Stay with me! Man,
Uh,
Oh,
Dude, I don't drink.
listen. All we need to say, Frank, is black mental life. Oh fuck! Yeah, damn. We are fucked up.
Well, like
I was gonna say black mental health matters. I almost said black.
I was
lives
gonna
matter.
I was gonna start earlier, but we just kept drinking and
Yeah,
chilling
I know.
and drinking
I saw
and
that
chilling.
too. I was
and-
wondering if you was gonna get to it. I was
Yeah.
like,
I'm like, well, if these niggas could chill, no one's got work tomorrow, so if they could chill. I'm like, I should start it
Nah,
later.
but I'm about to fuck you up right now. Cause I gotta go to Joliet after this.
What?
And my sister's ready now. I told her wait like a little bit.
What?
She come pick me up. I told you this though.
Wait, you said what?
Stop talking.
Hey, you said black mental health matters?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Damn, you laughed at that? I hope we got that on air.
He said, "Yeah,
That's
we
all
laughed
right,
at
bro.
that."
Hamza with the
Yeah.
3.
I'm doing with a 3. Wow, man.
With the
You didn't
O2s?
see how I got
The
to
ZO2s.
The
triple-
ZO2s?
ZO2 triple B.
I'm sorry, guys. I hate Lonzo Ball.
You didn't see
I don't even know who you're talking about, man.
You don't know who
Who's-
Lonzo Ball is?
Here we go.
Right
It's
there.
that's
Let's
a
get you back on track.
Another
Right
one.
there, right?
Let's
Right
get this
there.
back on track.
That's Lonzo Ball.
Fuck that guy.
Lonzo.
You haven't seen his father all over
Hey.
ESPN?
No, I don't watch
Yo.
ESPN.
Lonzo 2-3.
Montreal Screwjob. Do you guys know about that?
I know
Boof,
now.
boof.
Montreal Screwjob, yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, he throws in
I gotta watch your episode though.
Bret
Who?
Hart should have been a champion.
Yeah.
What's your guys' take on that?
I saw him spit on Vince.
I mean, we know what the take is
That's all I
now.
remember.
It looked
But-
awesome. Who wouldn't want to spit?
Brett
on
should have
his
dropped
boss
that
at
shit.
school?
That wasn't like that, but that wasn't the first or the last time that somebody got screwed. Wasn't there a more recent time where somebody was like supposed to be the champion and then they said like fuck that,
No.
or where they went off script?
Sonny went to like months before that. Sonny was the women's champion, and she went to WCW and she threw the title in the garbage. She presented the WWF women's title, and she's like, "Fuck this shit! I'm in the WCW now." And that was more of a storyline. The women's title didn't matter at that time.
No,
But the thing is, they didn't want the women's title and the men's title to fucking both jump ship and both be
At the
thrown in the
same
garbage.
time?
Yeah, like months apart. And like legally, I don't think they could have done it, but Vince was still scared that it would happen.
So was that was like legit like sneakiness?
Well, see, here's the thing: like people want to say
Is it
that
a script like
people want to say that Vince and Brett were in it, and they're like, "Look, we're just gonna play this angle where we screw you, and we're gonna let people buy it." That's what that's what some people that the skeptics that's what they call it. Yeah, that's what
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy. Yeah, that's what they think the conspiracy is. They think that Vince, Bret, and Shawn were all in it, and they're like, look, we're gonna play this storyline where we screw Bret Hart. So you don't know the storyline, right? So
were you talking about the OWF, WCW?
no,
Bret was jumping from WWF to WCW.
To WCW.
His contract.
Well, supposedly he didn't want to. He wanted to stay with WWF. He just didn't. He just wanted more money because WCW was offering him like $3 million.
This joint is fat, y'all.
Yeah, that looks like a fat joint. So here's the story, Quadro. Bret Hart is in a historic family, the Hart Foundation. They have a school where they train people. And they were super famous. His dad's super famous. He gets into there, and they have the Hart Foundation where the family is. Jim the Anvil Neidhart, British Bulldog, I think, marries into the family. And Owen Hart is Bret's fucking brother.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Jim the Anvil Neidhart is Bret's uncle, I believe. And so they have a badass stable. He builds up. He eventually breaks away from the Hart Foundation and becomes his own superstar and has a badass singles career. But at the time, they turned him heel, and then they started turning Shawn Michaels heel as well. So Bret kind of realized that they were going to phase him out of the WWE because he was getting offers and he wanted more money. So they're like, well, there can't be two top heels. There's going to be one top heel, and it seems like they're shooting Shawn Michaels up to top heel. So WCW offered him more money, and he came to Vince, and he's like, look, can you guys match it? And he was champion. At that time, he didn't want to drop the title, and pretty much he said, no, I don't want to drop it in Canada, my home country. I'm a hero there. It wouldn't look right for me to drop it in Canada. But the thing is, when you're in the wrestling promotion and you know it's a work and the title's been given to you, like at that point, they job for you so you can get it. It was Bret's turn to give it over to Shawn so it could stay with the company and not hurt the company and not hurt anyone else. Canadian fans would beg to differ because he's a Canadian hero and it was in Montreal and they screwed him. They screwed him. So here's the really interesting part. People say it's all made up because Bret let himself get locked in his own move, the sharpshooter, and the ref called the bell. But Vince called the ref to call the bell. So that's where the controversy is. Did Vince screw Bret Hart, or was Bret Hart in on the Montreal screw job? Because Vince definitely screwed Bret Hart, but Bret Hart didn't want to drop the title. So they were kind of screwing each other at that point. It was like, hey, if you're gonna screw me, I'm gonna screw you even worse.
It was the preemptive screw.
Yeah, it was the preemptive screw.
Sounds rapey.
Dude, it's like one of the most interesting storylines in wrestling. Yeah.
I'm supposed to sit here and say something after that?
Come on, you guys gonna have to know how to play it, man. Y'all internet superstars now.
Do your research, ladies and gentlemen.
Super touchy.
But the thing is, it's never come out that it is fake, and like Bret spit in Vince's face after the match. He was like, "Fuck you," and he broke a bunch of shit. And he was away from the company for years, and then Shawn took over, formed DX.
The Hot Breaker. Yeah, he took over for Bret Hart. Dude, that shit is crazy.
You can't write that shit.
And then the Attitude Era was pretty much born in that year, the '97. Arguably, it's the age of the Attitude Era. Stone Cold came into age. DX was formed. Etc. Etc. Too high to remember shit right now. Podge, are you a big wrestling fan?
Nah, I'm not even gonna front.
No.
I know enough.
Your nephew was training wrestling.
He's a huge
wrestling fan.
Fighting fan.
Now he's.
But he is actually I'm not.
Now he's MMA wrestling. Like,
now he's a bigger wrestling fan, but he's training MMA like training for fucking. He's doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
If you appreciate fighting and you see what wrestlers go through, I think you can appreciate what they do.
Yeah,
It's acrobatics, man.
He realized he needed it, basically.
Yeah.
So he
coordination.
got into that shit.
Yeah. These guys know what they're doing.
But nah, I stay up to date to that shit through him and shit like that. He likes to go to like local shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
Oh, because it's somewhat it's better.
Yeah.
It's better at times. They know what they're doing. Hey, you guys better shut up over there. I'm gonna donkey kick you guys. You guys want donkey kicks? Cause I'll bust them out.
It's one hit rotation.
Passing them around. On flu.
Somebody rolled
For the third time in UFC history.
This ain't proof on flu.
Yeah.
This ain't proof, man. It's crazy.
What do you guys
What the
think?
fuck about Ozdemir? What is this?
Oh yeah, did you guys hear about that?
Fuck. Something about a bar fight?
Oh, did you hear about that?
What is this?
Ozdemir, he's knocked out 2 guys in the
No
UFC.
time.
In no time.
Sick. So he shot up to the top of the light heavyweight division.
Yeah.
But just recently he knocked out a guy in the bar and like concussed him, and he got arrested. And now it seems like his fight against DC is in jeopardy.
Was it in the? Did he have knocking them out?
Yo.
Well, that's where like he's gonna have to go to court. He's back in training, but he's gonna.
Was it Dillashaw
What
that
do you-
said he
what do
would
you
fight
think?
Nate Diaz?
No. Woodley.
Woodley, thank you.
Woodley.
It was Woodley that said he
Woodley.
would
Supposedly
fight
Diaz wants
Is there not that
15
much information?
to
out
defend
there?
this shit, right?
Wait. What?
Is there not like that much information out there?
Of what?
I'm sorry for fucking that up though, Full Hill.
Of what?
Of the Ozdemir incident.
Oh yeah, there's not that much information on the Ozdemir thing. Diaz wants $15 million to fight Woodley.
Oh, for the title.
Woodley supposedly has already accepted.
Oh.
That's what he's come out with. I don't like talking about rumors if they're not real. But Woodley came out and said he accepted, and apparently
waiting on Nate.
he's waiting on Nate. And apparently Nate's agent came out and said he wants 15 mil to
So
fight
they're not
Woodley.
giving him
But
15
your
minutes.
boy
So that
fucking
I-
Connor said he ain't fighting until he gets a piece of that ownership.
Well, here's the thing.
the
Apparently,
promotion.
Connor was taken off of 219 because he
was
jumped
never
the
on
cage.
it.
He was never on it, right?
Nonsense.
He was never announced on
Never on it.
219.
Because he jumped the cage at Bellator?
Yeah, so like, hey, you're off. He was never on it. He was never on
I mean, he was
219.
definitely getting rowdy about
Like, hey, you're punished now, bro. Like, wait, for what? Like, well, I get it for what, but like, he was
Because he
never
jumped
on
the
it.
cage at Bellator though?
Well,
he pushed the
it's
ref.
pretty
and-
bad.
and-
You didn't hear about this?
I know I heard about this, but I mean,
Oh, no, like,
kind of like
Bellator.
some official
Yeah,
shit.
it's like-
No, dude.
I missed it.
So,
He
so,
smacked him?
so here's the story. So his dude won.
Video that shit.
His teammate.
Video that
Yeah,
shit.
his teammate won, like by TKO. But it was like towards the end of the round, and the crowd was crazy because Connor's there, and he's cheering his guy on. So the crowd's crazy. The round's about to end, and Connor's guy gets the stoppage. But the ref went in, and not clearly, he didn't wave off the fight.
Oh.
So Connor,
trying to assess.
yeah, he's trying to assess the situation. Is it the end of the round? Can this guy continue? But Connor jumps in and hugs this dude, and they're on the floor. And Mark Goddard, the referee, goes up to him and he's like, "Hey, the match isn't over. What the hell are you doing?" And he like pushes him on the chest, and Connor gets furious. And Mark Goddard goes across to the cage to check on the guy that got TKO'd or to check what happened. And Connor bolts across the fucking cage, trying to attack the referee, and people are getting in between. And then, like, Connor actually, like, pushes the ref. Like, what the fuck? Like, but Connor's, his defense is saying, I thought the fight should have been over, and Mark Goddard was saying it wasn't over. But, like, Connor's not the ref or anything.
Yeah, you're not
It
supposed to.
doesn't matter, like,
supposed to
he,
be.
Yeah.
the nigga was already away from him.
So Connor,
He charged
yeah.
this nigga.
So Connor's trying to fight these guys to get on, like, to get at Mark Goddard a little bit. Not too much. Then he gets out of the cage and he's like walking around the cage, still causing a distraction. And then like he jumps on the cage, like from the outside, and like smacks one of the commissioners on the head. It looks like he smacks one of the commissioners on the head. He goes for it at least.
It sounds so good.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
The same guy who's
Honestly,
throwing.
that pissed me off. Dude.
It's the same guy who's throwing water bottles at the press.
Yeah, he was throwing. No. He was throwing monster cans. He was throwing full monster cans at people. You can't throw an empty monster can far. He was chucking those shits.
At Nate.
There's video of it.
And
Yeah,
his people.
You can use it for reference.
Connor's the type of nigga that just like.
And Dana's saying, Connor, don't throw it.
Yeah.
Connor,
On the mic. He's like, Connor.
put that down.
Hero.
Bad Connor. Bad Connor. Get in the cage with Tony already.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but
Nah, I interrupted. I asked about that.
I'm trying to see who.
but that's the whole Connor thing right now. Like, well, oh yeah. So apparently he got taken off the 219 for that. But he was never on 219.
See, that's how you know this whole industry is in his favor because they're not even punishing him for real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, he's off the 219 now. Like, but he was never on it.
Man, they
Yeah,
need
right.
too much.
It's a month away.
Yeah.
He would have announced a Connor fight a long time.
They want to announce that shit if they have that booked because they want to sell tickets.
Yeah.
They're doing Holly Cyborg, right?
But that's a co-main event, I think.
Niggas at Caminos.
What? Really?
Michoacan.
To what?
They don't have the main event yet.
So that's a co?
I think that's a co-main event, if I'm not mistaken. I can look it up real quick. But I'm pretty sure that's a co-main event.
I'm intrigued now.
What you mean?
Yeah, what was that?
What?
A dog.
Mean what you mean what?
It's probably my mom's dog or something.
You talking about?
What? Oh, I was gonna go to the fight card.
Yeah.
What fight was it?
Holly
219?
Chris
Yeah, it's
Cyborg.
119. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a main event yet. Oh, what the
Damn,
fuck?
I think you can just some of that ice.
It's at the window.
Oh, thanks.
Right.
You know what? It might be the main event.
You're out of your
It is the main event. I was wrong.
Oh, nice. Oh, Jimmy Rivera, John Lineker.
He
What
got-
a fight.
he got
Carlos
John
Condit, Neil Magny. Oh shit, the return.
Yeah, the return.
Khabib,
The natural born.
Edson. Oh lord, this is gonna be a straight out main card.
Announce that shit.
If Khabib
Announce that
fights-
shit.
Nah, I lost the rest of it.
No, Emil Meek
Emil Meek should
versus fucking
Kamaru
Usman? Come on.
Usman's a
That-
fucking tank.
Usman right now is like really questionable. Not questionable, but it's gonna be interesting to see where he falls in the top welterweight because he's really good.
And he needs to
Is he
polish-
welterweight?
He needs to polish his game.
I'm pretty sure he's a welterweight, if I'm not mistaken.
He's a little squirrely.
Because he's calling out Colby.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, he's at 170. But his I've seen him fight and he's really good, but he's got a lot of hype behind him. A lot of hype. Like he's apparently like one of the best welterweights, and I want to see him fight
The Nigerian Nightmare.
versus a top contender. Is what I'm trying to get to. Sorry.
Usman. Damn, straight wins. Look at that fucking
Nero's
record.
loading my drinks over here.
Jesus.
God damn it.
Dude, look
Niggas
at
like, I
that,
don't have to work.
look at that fucking record.
I drink liquor now.
Oh my god.
They barely lost, man, but they came back.
Kyrie's like, I fuck Kehlani
He's
and I got
won
that.
all of his
Hey,
UFC fights so far.
Stop watching the game over there. We're talking UFC over there. Fuck Kyrie Irving. Just turn that shit off.
That flat earth believing dumb.
Sometimes you gotta smoke after a 16-game win.
What?
No, but Usman doesn't have a lot of big names. No one wants to face him, though. That's the thing.
I mean, he
The
fought Sergio
Nigerian.
Moraes.
What is he? The Nigerian assassin?
The Nigerian Nightmare.
The Nigerian nightmare.
Oh, man.
I like the alliteration there.
Quadro,
Yeah, right, it's
what
good.
would your fighter name be? Quadro.
I don't know, man. What
Quadro
is
the
Quadro.
killer?
Mine would be textbook.
Textbook.
Textbook Eddie Torres.
Textbook.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's great.
Textbook.
Yeah, dude.
He's already.
Great
I like
names.
how he had it in mind already.
Dude,
He's
I'm
thought about
telling
it.
you.
He jumped
I
on
think
the right
about
away.
these
He's
things.
thought about it.
I got nothing better to do.
It means he's like the Tim Duncan of MMA, right? The big foundation, right? The big fundamental.
Big fundamental.
Freaking gets you.
The big fundamental. That's funny.
That's what I understood from
Oh,
the textbook.
got you. That's it. That's it. I wish they would let me do custom nicknames.
They call me
in video
Clark
games.
Kent.
They won't let me.
It'd be like Superman, because he's like, Shaq is Superman, but I'm Clark Kent, but I'm also black in the blood. Blark Kent.
Large Kent.
Blark.
Claudio the Carter with a K.
The Carter. This is the Carter. That might be what the name might be, man. I don't know, man. We gotta come. Nah, fuck that wrestling team you want to make so bad.
What wrestling team?
You.
What?
You sent me.
Not even. I'm a singles competitor, dude. World heavyweight champion right here, bro.
Woo!
And then I got my tag team right here, the three-way, the Fabulous Freebirds right here, the rewrites.
You sent me video.
Rewrites.
You sent me video.
Let me tell you something, Killer Quadro. There ain't no way you ain't getting in my title, brother.
No way. No way. Don't you mean the side mirrors?
Damn.
The side mirrors.
I have some.
I'll hold it. We coming for you, nigga.
Oh shit.
Hogan.
That really happened.
Yeah.
My favorite part of that isn't what he said, it's his reaction.
Oh, it's everyone's reaction.
His reaction. As soon as he said it, he put his hands in his face.
I showed my little sister that shit, man.
And even after that, he
She's
came
not
on to
even
win
connected
5
to any
world
type of
titles.
wrestling, but she was just
5. He came out of that though.
5 times because I told her the video where he explained it, and it's just all like
He was just being him though.
he was just being him. But what crossed his mind to react in that way in that moment was I'm homeless. Like he thought he had no job after that shit. He legitimately thought he was fired in that instant.
Yeah, I just said that. Everyone knew it though. Everyone in that video was like, "Fuck."
He said everyone in that video was like, "Fuck."
Uncomfortable.
Like we were definitely recording.
Yeah, like we're live, dude.
Oh no.
We're live, dude. Man, you're explaining this so well. That's real though. Nah, but it's funny how like I feel like Booker T's playoff is the only one I'll accept, other than the buddy who was asking the camera, which really just did what he was actually supposed to do, nothing. Like he was just gonna carry on asking questions. Like that shit did not happen. But like his boy to his side was kind of like you could see him when he heard it, like kind of struck him, kind of like okay. And then the bitch that he was with just like, nah, man. Like, she had no idea what to do. She was in shock because she started doing, like, crazy shit. She started, like, touching Booker T and shit. Booker T was, like, making her face, like, play it off. We're live.
Don't get distracted.
Everybody heard that shit.
Happy Thanksgiving, Marco is king. It's officially Thanksgiving.
Oh, shit.
I love you guys for being here.
What about Marco?
He just commented, Happy Thanksgiving. Marco is king. Is it someone we know? Do we know Marco is king?
Cheers,
I
Marco.
don't know. I don't think I know him. I don't know.
I know Marco.
Cheers.
Cheers to Marco.
Who can never cheers?
And
cheers, Marco.
the 2 people watching.
Two people.
Yeah.
It's for you.
It's Thanksgiving, officially Thanksgiving. So I'm having 3 Thanksgiving. I'm having HeelZGiving today with you guys. Tomorrow I'm having the official Thanksgiving with the family. And then Friday I get to go to
The bonus round.
Yeah, the bonus round. If I can make it, if I don't die.
Round.
Yeah. It's going to be the Brazilian steakhouse, which is going to be epic. I get to go fucking turn the green chip over all day.
Oh baby.
And to be honest, I'm going to wake up tomorrow in the morning and I'm going to go for a mile run. And I'm going to do 100 squats with a 60-pound kettlebell. Because I need to get ready for all this food intake. And I need to digest it and shit it out right away.
Yo, so.
Don't worry, I got a bidet, everybody. My butthole's going to be clean.
So I know, so
Not
like.
for that much.
Ladies.
He's like, ladies.
Balvinas.
Shout out all the ass eaters out there.
Yeah,
That's what she wanted to say.
So I know that like Thanksgiving is like based upon like, you know.
Genocide?
Yeah.
That's what I wrote when I promoted this on my shit.
I feel like.
Right, we got the history major right here.
Go to the Red Ribbon. Go to the Red Ribbon page and look at
I need to take a piss. Give us some history on Thanksgiving, bro.
Silence.
I just want to say in the modern times,
No, go ahead. Proceed.
in the modern times right now, like, you know, my family represents that time. Mostly because, like, of work. We get the time off. So, you know, we get to spend, like, time with each other and, you know, and just, like, represent us, like, something else, you know.
So it means family to you.
Yeah.
Close the door.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's what every nigga has to do to rationalize that shit.
I know,
Okay?
because
the reason this fucking
Hey,
holiday
it's more like
we have to do that with every holiday though, because every holiday is a lie. Every single holiday is a lie.
Yeah.
Like every single one.
Yeah.
Our whole lives are lies.
It's just lying to people, lying to children,
I'll take the day off.
treating them like
Yeah,
shit.
I'll take the time off.
Yeah.
Like I even have to lie about Martin Luther King Day, man, cause like
Dang.
What?
Now we're getting real. Go on.
Cause like what?
Yeah.
Cause nothing's changed.
Right. What?
it's just there's two levels to that, cause I will respect that day, cause I will always respect that brother and shit like that, but black people have gotten to a level where we don't really recognize it for it was, and we abuse it to a certain way. You guys can't talk about that shit on me. I'm just playing.
What?
But
We have
like
I don't know.
SNL once did a skit about this shit about like how black people just take that shit day off and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I
Like
got
we abuse that day to a degree to kind of get shit and shit like that. It's cool. We kind of have to because we don't really get shit. And then I don't know. I know we have to do the birthdays on the Mondays and some shit. Kind of bothers me that it's not on his like actual birthday. And Malcolm doesn't have one, so.
What did I miss?
America
Well,
doesn't
it's
give a
because
fuck.
you want to get violent and then they can't condone that.
Yeah, but America
You ever
gives
see?
dick. Because the little they give us is bullshit. Like, there's a... Paul Mooney fucking pointed this out to me. There's a fucking street in Los Angeles, or was it an airport or a street, named after L. Ron Hubbard, my nigga. And,
I bet.
like, niggas couldn't believe it because they gave niggas hell. Niggas had to protest to get Martin Luther King Day. Like, that's bananas. Are you crazy? Like...
Madness, I see.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like so, like, and I feel like when we struggle that long for something like that, it's only given to us at like it gets to a point for the other side, like they figured out how they can capitalize off of it or some shit like that, or I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they use
I think it all comes with a price.
for their ends.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're getting real social political, man.
Socio-political.
This is why I didn't go to college.
I went to take a piss and the show fucking got
Motherfuckers
off
having
track.
conversations and shit.
Off track, my bad.
Highbrow
This is what happens
topics.
when like you yo it turns into talk is deep after for a little bit
Well,
while.
we need to turn into Talk is Heel.
That's what we gotta do. Talk is toucan. We're just fucking, just chill. And,
That's
like,
all
talk
only
about
royalty
dumb
checks
shit.
if you start making.
Hell no, I owe you nothing.
We're
Yeah.
keeping your shit alive.
Maybe if we were under the
Frankie,
regular
you're not
army.
keeping shit alive. Man.
I'm about to pull the rewrites under the fucking Full Hill Podcast Studios.
Rewrite the full-
Full
Yeah.
Heel Records or
Yeah,
what?
Full Hill Records. I'm
Full
about
Heel Records.
Under the
Yeah.
Full Heel umbrella.
Let's see let's see how often they show up.
I'm about to start buying equipment.
Full
do
Heel
your thing,
recording
shorty.
artists.
Do your thing.
I'm gonna have a shiny base for Frankie to show up
We
every
got the
day
keys to the
too.
city.
Yeah.
This shit's gonna be dusty as hell.
I'll start playing it. Fuck it.
Oh, look, he kissed them.
We'll bring the breast milk.
We'll bring the press. You know.
Who's providing that?
All right.
A Cambodian.
What?
He's Diddy. He opened the studio, y'all. Catch up, y'all. Catch up.
When are we getting another Talk is Deep, bro? We need to get you back on this shit, bro.
New Year?
Yeah, the new year.
I'm calling you out right now. You ditched me, motherfucker.
Oh,
I
damn.
didn't-
We started this shit together, goddammit.
No, we did not actually.
You started a little bit before me,
Please clarify.
but we started at the same time. Around the same time.
You started a little bit before me. But we started at the same time.
So about the same time.
Yeah, so right around
Not really the same time.
But you did speak, goddammit. Now I'm all over here by myself.
How about you?
podcasting.
How about you dished me? You took off. How about that?
Oh, what?
That can be the narrative, right? You got an ego out of nowhere,
Take off like
and now it's gotta be a hard time to.
I'm trying to give you the baton and you won't take it. I'm like, take the baton. Come on, help me, motherfucker.
It's because of you, nigga.
He built a lane, dog. He wanted to slow down now.
Yeah, I can't.
No, nigga.
I was trying to give you the baton and you're just like, nah,
Nah,
nigga.
man, you got Hollywood.
Fuck that,
Hey, you need to slow down first,
down.
Hey,
I don't want this shit.
slow down.
It's not like you dropped it. You actively.
Someone's
Yeah.
done
Refused
Hollywood.
So I had to keep going. I'm all tired over here. I'm not taking breaks. I'm
Like,
taking a break.
I was like doing this, and then halfway.
Oh.
I just stood there at the end of the race.
Psych.
Don't drive away.
Yes,
Don't drive away.
Psych.
I heard Spark there.
But we're getting more talking deep, bro. Like, we got this whole Louis C.K. thing, Harvey Weinstein. You could be talking about all this
I
shit.
don't want to talk about any of that shit anymore.
It's out there. It's out there. Trump has been president this whole time, like, for a year now.
Yo, can we talk? There's like
I just
five.
want to talk about rap.
There's 5 articles of
That's
impeachment
it.
there.
Oh, let's do that.
Let's see how far it goes.
Explain, Frankie.
They
What's
filed
article
5
one?
articles
Yeah,
of
they're-
impeachment.
Yeah.
They're trying to get him out of there.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I'm talking about this like I even know how
He's
this works.
saying the same thing though. What you mean? What's up with that, man?
Is that
There
what
was 5 articles of impeachment filed.
That's
As
it.
far as it goes.
So basically,
What's up with that?
they came up.
5 hard.
Basically came up with 5 really good reasons why they think they should get rid of him. Which include right.
Hey, watch out. I'm making this shit.
I'm sorry.
You know what's that fucking
Y'all get
roasted?
so excited.
Well, like one of the big ones is like.
Man, that's more than
the president's not
5
supposed to profit off of being president.
Oh, and he's doing that. Scam.
By making the hats, right?
Well,
There's the hats.
It's been
And then going to Mar-a-Lago every fucking weekend.
right.
And then like all the extra security.
Right, like
He
so,
has to
like one
spend
thing is
because
he's
of
still
that
like
shit.
headed like
He's
all the
making
Trump corporations or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like you're supposed to drop that if you're like the president.
Who gave up their peanut
And like his,
factory or the peanut farm?
that was Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, right. He had to give up his peanut farm, right?
Jimmy Carter gave up his peanut
It's a
farm.
damn travesty.
Yeah, because he was president, right?
Right.
Should've man
So
had
now
to give
Trump
his
should be
peanut
giving
farm.
up all his shit.
Amongst other things, like the other one was like the whole thing where he like was firing people and shit, and
Who gave up their peanut farm?
Jimmy.
Carter.
former president.
The only man who
Jimmy
could-
Carter. Peanut farm, dog.
Jimmy
For a
Carter.
It was a peanut farm, nigga.
Wait, who was it between
Peanut farm.
Egypt and Israel?
Egypt and Israel. What are you
Jimmy
talking
Carter.
about?
Yeah, but he gave it.
Did he do that?
He gave it up.
Made
Now.
him chill out.
Jimmy Carter's a
Not
really
fight
nice
each other.
people.
Are you
He builds
talking about
houses for
Palestine
homeless
and
people.
Israel?
Yeah.
Homeless
Is
people.
that
Like
it?
he's a really
I don't
like
remember
good.
who.
I don't ever remember Israel and Egypt.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about, Frankie? Help me out here.
I distracted us.
What did Jimmy Carter do?
Nothing.
I thought he did something.
I might be
Point is-
100% wrong.
The point is, we all got to this because it's like, yo, he's still the president.
Frankie's looking at this like I don't know everything about history, guys.
Back
You
to
should
Trump.
though. You're our history guy.
We have computers, guys.
You
No,
are.
Fuck that.
You are our computer.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
I'm like Windows 95 right now to this shit.
no. Your Windows.
Internet Explorer, bro.
XPG. XP.
Frankie,
When
you
were
are
you born?
literally
When were
dial
you
up
born?
at life. I want you to know that.
Never forget that, man.
Dial up.
Never
Never
Get
forget.
into DSL level, bro.
You are. You are part.
Dick sucking dollars. I mean lips.
DSD.
Yeah, I meant to say DSL.
But
Yeah,
aren't
it's
all
like-
lips potential dicks?
Yo, man, let's cut the conversation right there. I don't even know where you're
Hey, man. I'm just trying to ask questions.
I'm gonna nip this one right.
So what is it like being in two bands?
Yeah, what is it like?
What is it
in
like
two
being in
bands?
two bands?
Yeah.
I get to practice a lot. I get to play a lot.
Oh yeah, tell them about your show on December 9th
Oh yeah, at the dojo. in
Yo,
Madison.
guys, I got music
Hit us
coming
up for
out.
the address.
at the Dojo.
El dojo.
Is that like the Latino thing or the
Yeah.
Latinx?
Latinx.
Latinx.
You're an
Yeah, they do
idiot.
a lot
I'm
of
trying
cool
to
shit,
fucking
man.
toast you. You're a
Put on a lot of
fucking
cool
idiot.
parties.
Latinx.
I personally myself am Latino.
Yo, let's talk about that.
So I don't
Let's
know.
talk about that. I'm sorry, Rafa. I don't even. How do you niggas feel about that shit? I really want
I
to
feel
know.
100% fucking mad because they're trying to change the whole fucking language.
Did y'all ever watch Marco Polo on Netflix?
No, is that good?
It
Be-
was
be-
pretty decent.
Because Frankie,
How does that relate to this?
They call him a Latin.
because
It
Frankie,
made me laugh.
does the Mexican language not fucking base itself on a gender basis? Is it not female,
Yeah,
male?
but dude, these people trying to get past all that. It's
But
too limiting.
but now they're changing a whole language, and now they're making me. Are you gonna pay me to learn this shit?
No.
Then go fuck yourself.
Yo,
Then you can
man.
suck my dick.
I had.
The thing is, I think it's more for like public people.
I don't care. Like I really like. Maybe it's just me because I work in a factory.
No,
and
That's
shit,
what I'm saying.
Rafa.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Rafa, I had
There's
the
more for
longest
public
debate
here.
with like this like pseudo feminist, you know, this
Yeah.
type
Latin-
female, right? Like,
Latino,
and that was what we were
Latino,
fighting now.
Latinx,
She was
never
fighting
heard of
because she's mad. I say the word female, like, because you know some
Non-binary
bitches get
stuff.
mad at that because like her argument is that like usually when niggas say that they say it in a negative connotation, and then she gave me the whole basis of like what the gender argument is now. What she explained, but honest to God, I still don't fucking get it. Like,
Yeah, no,
I
it's super
understand. Like,
confusing.
my head can't get past it. Because she likened it to how, like, sexuality is a spectrum. So she likened gender to being in, like, a spectrum, which makes no sense. Because I don't separate male and female organs and chromosomes and distinguishing that
But then
shit.
there's some that have both and stuff.
Yeah, but then they're talking, but they're not even talking about the science of it. They're talking about the feeling of how it's
No, I
like,
get
because
you.
she said it's like being trapped in a
That's
flesh
also
that's
where
not
I'm like,
yours. I don't fucking get that shit, man.
can't
I
just
really
let it
can
ride.
never. For real,
Like,
because I can
even
never get
It's
it.
bothering me that I can't make sense of it, but I'm like, whatever, as long as
Like,
it's
I don't
good.
give a fuck.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like, I don't
Like,
give
it's
a
all
fuck.
good.
But, like, I
Do what
can't.
you do.
Like, it probably only
Live
really
your
bothers
life.
me that I
That's
don't get it. But it's, like, happening.
Yeah, like,
I
I
want
want
to get it
to
for the
get it.
future. I want to get it for the
I
future.
want to get it.
Because,
yeah.
like, I can feel like your struggle if you have a legitimate struggle. But I don't want to be low-key in my head the whole time talking about, like, nigga, that's all in your head. Like, you're making that up.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it is all. I might sound like a fucking asshole, dude, but here's the thing. We have come to this point because of
That
comfortability.
was amazing.
Like, everyone is comfortable to the point where, like, we don't have to worry about survival anymore. Like,
Yeah.
to where the point where we're gonna get killed by animals and we have to worry about
Dinosaurs.
nature. So we don't have to worry about.
Maybe in some places.
Dinosaur.
Here's the thing, men.
No, here's the thing.
Men-
I don't think that's changed that much, though.
But
go ahead,
men
go ahead.
defend women, right? Like in that environment, when there's danger and there's animals and you have to hunt.
Okay.
Yes or no? Yeah,
Unless you
right.
got a Gabby Garcia.
Yeah.
in your
Okay.
squad.
Yeah. And those are the outliers,
She's a
though.
giant.
There's outliers.
No. Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Or like,
oh my god.
that bitch's
Now
name from Game of Thrones?
we've come to a place of
The big white
comfortability.
girl.
But what happens when everything goes
She's
to
awesome.
shit? Then that whole
Gender shit is out the window.
then it's out the window because then the men are back to I have to defend my women, and then but then
Yours is a legitimate argument too, because you're saying like that, like, but because it almost coincides to what they argue. You're arguing that because they arguing that it abides by a social construct, right? And you're saying that if it abides by that social construct, you're saying that if society breaks down to its bare minimum again,
And society doesn't
then it's
exist
just
anymore.
then it's just an ideal. Then it's just an idea, and it's all constructed by us.
I'm saying, and you're saying that even negates their argument to the point that it's back to square one, where it's like, yeah, men protect women, like that shit, like, you know what I mean, like,
The tribe.
I don't know, man, like
So a woman can't
those
defend
lines.
herself from
It's
an animal?
complicated
That's
because
what I'm saying. Those lines can be blurred though, because I'm saying we don't know
it's
the
blurred lines. It's
But we don't know
100%
the
blurred.
like stipulations of that shit, because women in that societal basis,
Mhm.
like Frankie was to say, they can defend themselves and
Yeah.
shit like that.
But the thing is, women are the fucking breeders of life, so they deserve some type of respect. Like, I don't disrespect women, like, at all, but I do have these, like.
Oh, okay.
One-
And this is and this is where like maybe the argument. This is where the argument is like birthed in a woman's head, because women accept that role, but then that's what you're saying. We get past that. We get to a place where like we're doing more than just breeding life, right? So bitches want to be more than just breeders of life and shit like that. And then when you move society on further and further and further and further and further, after a while, we're probably even asking, what's a man, what's a woman? Like, you know what I mean? What really defines it and shit like that? To me, it's dick and pussy, you know what I mean? But then the fucking gender argumentives or whatever, I'm saying the word wrong, their argument is that it's beyond that because it's some whole soul feeling, you know what you know, trapped in flesh ass argument. I'm like, that's why it fucks me up, because it feels like it's trying to stretch beyond reality. My reality is what I see, what God gave you and shit, like, right? Or what science gave you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say.
God.
What out science? Some people call it God. Some people call it science. What is existing and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's where it's like.
They are the
Like where I'm looking for where it's valid, basically. Because the way they say valid kind of doesn't agree with science.
It's just we've come to a point where the lines are blurred. Like, to me, women are the breeders of life, and that needs to be respected to the fullest extent. But men are the defenders of it to a certain extent because they defend the women and the life that is given of the women. But now it's become to a point where women are independent and they don't want to have kids, and now the line is blurred.
See,
there is no line, and there never was. There is no like
I'm also
defender,
saying,
and there is no breeder. There's just people, and that's
what I was just gonna say. Because I'm saying what you're saying is like
that's
you
it.
can't even base women and men on those roles though. You can't. That's just like how it felt.
Today you can't.
I don't even think you can then though.
Those are all biological like things, right? Like
Let's say a social construct that abides by old time exists. Let's say the Amazons are like real, like how they painted on that Wonder Woman shit. You know what I mean? Which for all intents and purposes could possibly be real and shit like that. That kind of goes against like everything you're saying. You know what I mean? Even though like you need a man to breed, and who knows how they finesse that shit, right? But that's the argument. It's like everything we try to say makes you a man that isn't makes you a man that is just like shit we do isn't. They say it's.
But Frankie said like right now what Frankie said, yeah, we should all look at each other as people and not defenders and breeders of life. But guess what, Frankie? There's bad people, and you need good people to defend them.
See.
And it's not the gun argument. That's not the gun argument. I'm just saying women are the breeders of life, and they're vulnerable at that point. You need to be able to defend them against the bad people, which there always will be bad people, and you can't just look at people as people because there are bad people.
That shit is shattered though because like this is the gender. This is the way the bitch put.
It's complicated.
No, this is the way that when the bitch put me from when she was trying to explain.
I'm drunk too.
When she tried to explain that shit and separate it from sex. Because you think in a construct, like, a bitch can get pregnant, right? She's the breeder of life. Yeah. But, like, you sometimes coincide that with assuming that, like, she's pregnant and her spouse is a man. You know what I mean? Like, let's switch it up. Like, and even, like, let's take it back to, like, whoever knows what type of circumstances. Because a bitch can just get pregnant. She can just get pregnant. A nigga doesn't have to stay there. But whoever she chooses to make, like, the person that, like, you know what I mean, is gonna be her protector, her spouse, you know what I mean? Let's say that some shit happens where, like, some cave bitch needs another bitch, you know what I mean? Yeah. This is a crazy drunk concept I'm going through, right? But I'm just saying that just to only, like, say, like, you know what I mean? Like, women can fulfill some male roles. This is and males, whatever, some women roles. But honestly, like, there's some that... And this is where I start to agree with you, like, but there's some shit a woman can do that a man can't do. I don't know. I know that for a man because I am a man. I don't know how it goes for a woman as far as, like, I mean, a woman can't, like, fuck a woman, you know what I mean? But, like, they do their thing or whatever, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying because I'm a man, I know there's certain thing that, like, I feel like a woman is born to do. And they try to tell me that, nah. It's not like that. I shouldn't look at it like that. I don't know. Excuse me.
And I guess it's just a matter of changing one's viewpoint because it's not the same as the past.
The thing is, as the world changes, we kind of have to change, and I don't know.
And see, here's the thing.
Each of us.
I'm not against change. I just wanted to explain.
Yeah, no, that's the same thing with me. It does not mean... It's the only one that, like... like, I guess that's like, that's the struggle of this generation is like a full understanding. Cause like for the mass majority of us, like most of us who are liberal are super liberal. You know what I mean? It's like cause our parents, cause our parents were liberal too. But you and I, all of us each know our parents do some backward ass archaic shit.
There's no more understanding within one another. It's I'm either this team or that team. It's not I can't be in between. I can't have this idea and that idea. It's like nope, you're either this team or that team, and if you're that team, fuck you. And I'm on this team, and I'm against you.
I feel like a lot of us are discovering that shit moves on that is deeper than that. It's a spectrum on all levels. Yeah, it is fluid. It really is like just everything is so circumstantial. Everything.
That's why all them androgynous fucking like rock stars were a thing.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Exactly.
Where was that?
Because they played with that line and that shit, and
like,
people were intrigued by that shit.
Yeah.
Let's get weird. Shit's deep though.
Let's get weird. What's a boundary?
Boundaries?
Man.
So what's up with that Latinx though? Like
that shit is deep though because that goes like that ties into history, entire history and language. Y'all not just gonna change that language because y'all feel like gender doesn't exist.
That's where I get opposed to it. When you're trying to change a whole language that's based on a
that's that shit.
Some might say that's the colonizer's language.
No, but that's the thing. That's the argument. Fucking. That's the argument. Dave Chappelle brings up. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's the shattering of a social construct. There's so much that goes with that. There's so much of my existence that has to change when you change your existence, right? So when you fuck up your pronoun game, you know what I mean? You saying that he's like, I gotta change my whole pronoun game because this nigga wants to wear a dress and shit like that. Like that might sound arrogant to say, but that is like that's how, like, I feel like if you're like that, you have to understand how deep your change is changing everyone else.
Some people want to be referred to as they. So now when I say they, do I mean one person? Do I mean two, three, five? You see what I'm saying though?
You get what I'm saying? Means people, a lot of people.
Exactly. So that's where I'm like, okay, I want to follow you. I want to follow what you're saying.
It's not super specific, so you don't.
Right. So you don't offend.
The they is not they. Invent some new shit.
Because some people want to be both man and woman.
What?
Right. There you go. So this is where we get crazy.
No, this is. I will say this on live radio. Fucking Bruce Jenner is a farce. Okay, Caitlyn Jenner's a farce.
Caitlin's playing games.
Nah, that bitch is playing game. This is ignorant for me to say. And as we go farther in the argument, maybe some of the shit I thought is being shattered. But I would think like if I was a transgender person and I looked at this nigga, I'd be like, you wildin', dog. You're playing games over here, man. You better pick. But then I guess their whole argument is like niggas don't have to pick. I'm fighting. Like
we're all learning, right? So
this is what I'm understanding. Gender fluidity is about if I want to fuck a dude today, I can fuck a dude today.
It's by the day too. It's by the second it changes. Fuck what?
Exactly. So like that's where we gotta like all learn and like not get too fucking judgmental about how shitty of a fucking job we're doing learning.
I feel like as the younger kids more and more get it because more kids you're like even the generation right under us, like all the little 16-year-olds and like 13-year-olds and 15-year-olds right now, they kind of all get that to a degree because they don't give a shit. And I feel like as they get older, they're not all of a sudden going to give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're
gonna be they're growing up with it. Same way we were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it gets deeper and deeper, you know what I mean? People are eating ass outside and shit. It's wild out there.
Yeah. What? I got a bidet.
What? No! See, this is the second time you alluded to wanting females to eat your ass.
I'm just saying it's clean if they want to go for it.
Yeah, man, pipes it.
While we're on the subject,
it's just out there. Yeah, I just want to throw it out there. My butthole is clean and it gets like power washed every time I take a dump.
Ivan's gotten into that part
of the
night where it gets real quiet.
No, it's power washed. It's power washed. And I would recommend a bidet to anyone that does not have a bidet. Why do people in the United States not have bidets? Here's the question. That's the real question. No, bidet. Why? Why don't you just have water shoot at your asshole? And you just clean it.
Just clean your muffler.
I don't think it doesn't really reach my asshole unless I actively spread my cheeks.
No, it rockets it at your asshole. You sit down, it shoots it at
That's
that.
a little,
At medium pressure.
At medium pressure. It won't penetrate.
that's a little too much penetration for my bowel movement. You know what I mean? Like for my bathroom trip. If I'm being honest.
Do you want to have a shitty asshole?
No, that's why I use
No.
baby wipes,
Hey,
man.
does it lube the pipes?
That's
like
a
before
problem.
you start? Do you ever do that?
That's a problem.
So like before you take a shit, do you like?
I've never done
No.
it. I've never done that.
Have you heard of anyone doing that?
No. I've never
Because
shot.
now if I had one, I might try that.
I might try that next
I don't
time.
need
Hey,
pressurized.
whoa, does it lube the pipe?
He said that. He said that. You caught that. He said that on fucking Full Hill, right? Everybody kept talking after he said that, man. I was just wondering if anyone saw he said that shit. What?
Hey, no, but people need bidets, dude.
Nigga, I don't need pressurized water simulating a phallus.
And you don't.
My asshole,
and you
my nigga.
do not need a shitty asshole either.
Yeah, straight up. I'd rather have a wet asshole
Yeah.
He's
than
so
a shitty
right.
asshole.
Because a wet asshole
Baby
will dry.
wipes, man.
No, here's the thing.
A shitty asshole will stay
And Joe
shitty.
and Joe Rogan made a perfect point. If you had a shitty beard, would you just wipe it with a fucking baby wipe and then go out in public? Or would you power wash that shit?
Oh shit, your argument is because there's hair there.
Yes.
And there's hair in my asshole.
Yes,
too,
there's hair in my asshole too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're right there.
So,
Powerful.
get bidets. Bidet companies, hit me up. I 100% endorse bidets. I have one. And I will film myself on the bidet getting water
Here's
shot
my
in my asshole.
question. Having grown up in the West, is there an adjustment period for getting water blasted?
It's a little
out your
weird.
asshole?
I'm sure
It's
it's
a little
like
weird.
2 shits.
It's a little weird. Yeah, after like the third shit, you're good.
You're good.
You know what you're in for.
I'm sure you're
Yeah.
How long we been
You don't feel like you gotta get in there though to like. So you tell me you don't wipe after either?
No, I do.
Okay.
You know, I
Probably
do.
just a drying.
Yeah. Oh, that's
drying
that's
pat
the one
down.
part. Your
Pat it
balls,
down.
your balls get really wet. Your balls are really wet after.
Pat it down.
Yeah.
Just a little pat down real quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's still less paper. I'm not gonna lie, it's still less paper.
Oh, so
I'd
your-
assume,
so
right?
your
Yeah,
balls
you're
catch
probably
some of the
saving.
splash.
Yeah, your balls
Yeah.
catch some of the
That's
spots.
good for the duck butter. You
Yeah.
don't want to collect too much of that.
All that. And the gooch.
Mine has an adjustment
gooch real quick.
where
Oh, yeah.
mine has the adjustment where it
The
shoots at the
grundle.
vagina.
The grundle, yeah.
So women can shoot at their vagina and clean it out.
Oh,
Yeah. So if I want to tickle my balls with some water, just shoot at it real quick. I'm good. This is how good it is. My brother got it installed up here. He's like, hey, I'm gonna get it installed. And then he moved out, and right away he
got
bought
his own
one and
bidet.
he got another bidet.
changed his life.
Yeah, that's how great it
I'll have to
is.
take him up on this because you're
No,
right,
do
man.
it.
The shitty
Do
bundle
it.
is a problem.
Yeah. Wow, fuck, what's that company? HelloTushy.com. Hit me up. Hello Tushy. Bidets
Just send them an email.
are back, bitches. Just like Joey Diaz said. Bidets are back, bitches.
Damn.
Where
Yeah.
they-
You want a clean asshole? Hit up HelloTushy.com. And HelloTushy.com, hit me up at Full Heel Podcast. And we can leave a comment. I'll hit you up or something. It's probably not going to happen, though. That'll be cool, though.
Just email them.
Yeah, right? I should email.
Just
them.
find their
Tushy.
email. Like, yo, I got a podcast.
Yeah.
We're, what's
we need
the
some
word?
bidets.
Yeah.
What's it called when you, like, are
Yeah.
salesmaning a product?
Spokesperson?
Somebody pack a
Pitching?
bowl.
Yeah, we're pitching your product on
Yeah.
the show, and we would like some ins.
What better way
You cunts.
than to end it
Yeah.
there? Like I said at the beginning of the show, this was going to be a shit show. I'm a little drunk.
It is. It
starting
is
to
on
fade
shit.
now.
It is on shit
Yeah.
now.
I don't.
So let me let me ask. What are you guys thankful for?
I'm thankful for. Well, I'm thankful for you guys. That's why I wanted to have you guys over for helping me out with my show. Thankful for all the guests for watching.
I can't wait to
For watching the show. Yeah, I want to watch it. I'm thankful for all you guys that listen to the show.
I love Full Hill Podcast, bro.
I'm thankful for you guys coming and helping me out all the time.
Thanks
So I'm thankful for
inviting
my
us,
friends.
nigga.
And what are you thankful for?
And bidets, I'm thankful for clean assholes for bidets. HelloTushy.com.
Yo, Hello Tushy really holler at my
Nice,
nigga.
man.
Pause.
What are you guys thankful for?
I'm thankful for everything, man. 2 bands, a girl
Life.
at the crib with the cat. It's cool.
Yeah, home on the couch with the
I'm
kids.
saying,
Playing
man.
Nintendo Wii.
Smoke Frog, what are you thankful for?
Specific.
I'm
That's a
saying we're being
currency.
high as fuck. and you know,
I'm thankful for drugs and alcohol.
Alcohol
yeah.
and drugs have
Drugs and alcohol. Quit moving the mic, dog. You're gonna fuck with the sound.
and alcohol.
Stop touching that
Seriously,
shit.
stop moving with it. Stop fucking with it.
What is wrong with you?
Clearly,
That's what I'm thankful for.
The ability to stay drunk.
Red Mathis, Dead Mathis.
Red Dead Matthews.
Yeah, Red Dead Mathis.
I just need people to call me Matthews sometimes. I'll go by Matthews and Matthews. Okay?
Matthews.
I'll say that every time I say Red Matthews, bitch.
What are you
2
thankful
times.
for?
Black people.
Black people.
Dead ass black people. Black lives matter, man.
Still matter.
Seriously. It's been a shitty year for us.
Get
I
up a
shouldn't laugh
day.
at that.
Get up a day. Liz will thank you.
Oh my god. Frankie.
It's not even too personal. Huh?
Frankie, what are you thankful for?
That haircut.
That haircut.
Oh baby.
Barbers unions.
Yes.
The chillin'.
Yeah.
Chillin'.
Life, prosperity, stability,
I'm really thankful
health.
for the fact that.
Hey, you had your chance already, bro.
You over here trying to get too much shine.
Yeah, what were you saying, bro? Sorry.
I'm just thankful that we were all like able to, you know, come together
Hang out.
during
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting sentimental now. Look at him.
yeah. It'll be.
You might give him like 20 minutes. Yeah.
Before we go, he probably wants to just give a quick shout out to your boy Farrell.
Your boy?
He's got the look.
He's got the look. Remember? He's going to Miami?
Oh.
Shout out your boy.
The bar.
Tell people who are in Miami to go people.
Shout out, Farrell.
The bar's like a prison.
I'm
man.
sorry.
They like you.
I'm sorry, that shit is so
Si te quieren. Campaign si te quieren. Si te quieren.
Oh man. I'm not gonna end after all that gender talk with me.
December 9th at the dojo.
Alright.
Don't miss it.
Rice Squad, Lucy Sombra EP is out. I already got one at home.
Shout out Manny.
The shit is
Oh,
nice.
we off.
No, we're still going. We're still on. We've been on.
You just can't see us, so we
Yeah.
What?
Got no love. We good? All right. Subscribe. Drop some likes. Drop some fucking comments. Share this shit. This has been a shit show. Cause I'm a little drunk. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little
I'm
drunk.
just gonna do every episode.
Let it be known.
Yeah. Let it be known.
Let it be known.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do every episode of Talking Is Deep with Rafa. I'll just make him talk about whatever I'm talking about.
I got the fabulous Freebirds here, the rewrites, the 3-man tag team champions, the Intercontinental champion. Woo! Red Mathis. I got Jamie the Top on the side. Johnny the Body Ventura.
Gangs, I've been there.
Nero the Mouthpiece.
Follow me on
Pause.
Instagram.
I'm Donkeytron, handing out donkey kicks left and right, brother. Let me tell you something. All you on the podcast, woo! I don't know what it's. I'm done.
And
I'm out.
Peace.
Red.